Hi, I'm Joe Brodnicki of Success Navigation Associates, and I want to welcome you to this week's edition of Leadership Matters. Welcome to Leadership Matters for November 8th, 2018, Facing Reality Through the Innocent Eye. We're continuing our look at the first of Margaret Wheatley's three aspects of leadership, facing reality. The other two are claiming your leadership and creating islands of sanity. And you'll find them in her book, Who Do We Choose to Be? Last week I talked about the ways that we create models of reality and how you can create more accurate models of reality. You remember we used Peter Senge's ladder of inference. This week we'll look at the states of mind that you need that will help you face reality. To do this, you need to realize that the quality of your actions depend on the quality of the state of your mind. For instance, you can't learn well when you're in an agitated state of mind. You just can't take the information in and process it. They say you can't play baseball when you're angry. And of course, you can't pay attention to your driving when you're distracted by a conversation on your cell phone or a text message. So that's why you have to face reality with an innocent eye. Now, facing reality with an eye of innocence may shake your view of reality. Some people fear reality, and even the poets have given reality a bad rap. T.S. Eliot wrote, "Humankind cannot bear very much reality." Much of what follows in this blog comes from the training manual for the course Unleashing Vitality that was developed by Dr. L. Michael Hall. If you're interested in learning more about this training, just drop me an email at the address that you'll see at the end. Now, to fully accept reality, the world that you're going to perceive through your senses, that's reality. Not your judgment, not your previous experiences, any of your mental filters, or your emotions. You need to experience the present in a way that's fresh and uncontaminated. And you need to experience it in a way that's purged or uncontaminated by the eyes of, say, idealism, your fantasies, your shoulds, if you're if-onlys, or cynicism. In other words, fresh and uncontaminated by everything else that you think it ought to be, should be, or your attitudes toward it. And to do this, you need to develop a state of calm acceptance. So the innocent eye depends on your ability to witness reality through a state of calm and acceptance. The power of acceptance can be, I think, summed up a little bit in what Abraham Maslow wrote in his book, The Further Reaches of Human Nature. Maslow wrote, "In moments of here-now immersion and self-forgetfulness, we're apt to become more positive and less negative in still another way. Namely, in giving up criticism, editing, picking and choosing, correcting, skepticism, improving, doubting, rejecting, judging, evaluating." Now, you can do all that stuff later if you want, but if you're going to really face reality, you have to embrace it and accept it and realize you don't need to do anything about it. So that starts with accepting what is, beginning with yourself. You need to scale down your expectations of what should be happening, what ought to be happening, what must happening, what maybe it'd be nice to if it's happening. Simply accept and embrace yourself and your humanity and that of others in the situation. And you can do that with love, you can do that with awe, and you can do that with appreciation. Whatever you need to do to simply accept and embrace, knowing you don't have to fix anything, you don't have to judge it, just see it for what it is. So on top of that state of acceptance, you need to be calm as you face reality. This calm will also help you in the third aspect of leadership, creating islands of sanity. So cultivate that calm acceptance is a state that's vital to you as a leader in volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous times. And when you do this, you can experience more if you don't label, if you don't pigeonhole. Things like labeling and pigeonholing limit your experience, they limit your perception. Simply attend to a situation with focus and curiosity. So here's how you do that through an innocent eye. And again, this comes from the training manual, Unleashing Vitality, that I mentioned earlier. Access that state of calm acceptance. Next, take the problem and describe it from an innocent eye perspective. Start with what you see, hear, feel, and sense when you just observe it without judgment or evaluation. If you use no labels, no evaluations, what's there? What is there in terms of what you see and what you hear and what you feel, what you sense? What actions are you actually seeing? And next, write a sensory-based description from this perspective of an innocent eye. You can draw a picture with words, a picture, simply write it out, whatever it takes. Now, go back and look for labels, evaluations, judgments, and the like. Edit them out and see what you have left from the innocent eye. So again, to summarize, accept that state of calm acceptance. Take your problem, describe it from the innocent eye perspective. Write or draw a sensory-based description of this perspective. And then go back and edit out the labels, evaluations, judgments, and the like. Just simply what should be left is what you're seeing in terms of visual, hearing, and your kinesthetic, your feelings and your senses, and the actions. Do this and see how your reality begins to change with that clearer perspective, facing reality from an innocent eye perspective. See how your leadership and your life begins to switch. Next week, we'll start our discussion of Wheatley's second aspect of leadership, claiming your leadership. We'll spend some time on the states of leadership, a leadership matrix, really a whole picture to help you lead effectively in whatever situations that you face and really want to make a difference in. Thanks for tuning in this week. Let's keep the conversation going. Drop me an email. Let me know what you think. It's at joe@successnavigation.com. That's joe@successnavigation.com. Until next week, remember that your leadership matters.